Hey guys, it's Lemon here and welcome back to another Wild Horse Islands video. So you guys, the Blizzard Island and Glacier Island reworks, equipment hotbar, loyalty rewards, and more update is here. So in this video, I will be giving you guys an update overview of everything new in the game. And I would also like to note that Trick put on the update log that the focus of this update is purely quality of life changes and day-to-day gameplay improvements. New magical content coming soon, so that hints to our next magical forest update that is going to be coming next to Wild Horse Islands. I have another video on that if you want to check it out. Here is Trick's update log regarding Blizzard and Glacier Island. To sum it up, the existing Blizzard Island has been renamed Glacier Island and moved to level 90 access. Some things were added to it as well, including new island unique hair colors, a new island unique coat. Building igloos on Glacier Island has new rewards. There's now frozen crystals, and all existing Blizzard Island content now exists on the returned Blizzard Island. So here we are on Blizzard Island. As you can see, it is back just the way it was. This brings back so many memories now that we are back here on Blizzard. Just the way I loved it, just the way I'm sure a lot of you guys loved it as well. It's back, and all of the Blizzard Island unique codes, such as the Snow Leopard, they are still found on the original Blizzard Island here. So Glacier Island got all of its new stuff. Now, Trick does want to also note that you will need to re-get some of the travel trailers on Blizzard and Glacier Islands, and if you're wondering why they made this change in the first place, it's because they didn't realize that the Blizzard Island is accessible to level 5 players, which was too difficult for the new players, so they brought back the simple one and moved the advanced one to level 90. And I think that this makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I didn't even think about the new player version of it when the Glacier Island map had dropped. The level 5 players, the poor level 5 players, were going to that big, huge island that even I myself have a little bit trouble navigating and stuff. So I'm glad that they brought back the cute, simple, original one. Let's head to Glacier Island now, and we can check out the new island unique coat. For some reason it's not showing up in the shop, but you can see it in the collection log here. We can go ahead and see the new Jurskjotter Bay Dun Icelandic horse. I personally think that it looks super cute, and I can't wait to collect this new island unique coat. Although that does mean that I shall have to do some horse hunting over on Glacier Island. But there's a new tier that you can craft with, and that tier is the ice. So it's in between ruby and diamond. You can craft a new ice tier using ice shards, which also now spawn here on Glacier Island. As you can see, there is a brand new ice shard chunk right here called Frozen Crystal. Oh, my inventory's full, so I wasn't able to collect it. That's a shame. Okay, I cleared my inventory and just found another Frozen Crystal. So it also added it to my collection log, and it just says a frozen shard of ice. In addition to this, there was a new equipment hotbar that was added to the bottom of your screen so that you can now also equip an item like a fishing rod, a special item, a food, or a tool or equipment. You can also right-click or double-tap the hotbar item to change your selection of that category. Now also, if you guys don't like the new look of this system, in settings there is a new toggle where you can go ahead and hide quick equipment, so then it goes back to just the default 3 there. With this change, the put away option on your current equipped harvester and lasso has been removed. If you'd like to stop your equipment from showing on your character's hips, simply toggle the hide hip equipment setting. So you can go to settings and hide hip equipment, and then as you can see, the hip equipment has been removed from my avatar. In addition to this, there is also a disable value item warning. So when you're selling to Larry, if you want to just sell your rare coats or golden apple horses without the rare item pop-up, you can go ahead and disable that in settings. In addition to this, an updated login reward system has been added. You can now earn loyalty points by logging in each day. Loyalty points can be spent on various new and existing items, including items which are usually obtained via Robux purchase. You can save up as many points as you'd like before spending them on whatever you choose. So if we go over to login rewards, you can see that there is a brand new system of items. Can earn all of these loyalty rewards points here and spend them in the rewards shop. If you go ahead and take a look, there is also these two new items, the Star Halo. You can get it in Neon or in Pearl, and they are loyalty reward unique, so you can only get them from buying here, but a lot of the Robux items are now available to buy for loyalty reward points, which is fantastic. Oh, hello there, little quarter horse. This guy came to visit. Here's some more information if you would like to pause and read about earning extra loyalty points. And then in addition to this, the horseshoes are no longer a direct reward from your login streak. Rather, you can purchase farrier supplies, which can be obtained both through login streak milestones and purchase from the shop to craft specific types of horseshoes that you want. Different tiers of horseshoes do require different amounts of farrier supplies, so be prepared to collect up to 10 of these supplies before being able to craft some of the best variants. So if we go on over to craft, we can now click special, and there is the horseshoes. You can go ahead and choose your tier, and they require different amounts of this supplies, as well as whatever resource tier you are doing. So for prismatic, it needs 10 of the farrier supplies and 20 prismatic gems, whereas if you were to craft bronze, it only needs 2 of the farrier supplies and 75 bronze ore. Now, another really exciting change is that all breed event codes, such as the Burgundy, Dapple, Fawn, and Ghostly, can now be found with island unique and naturally dyed hair colors when they exist during events. Globally rolled horses, such as those from the Golden Apple Basket, Infernal, Steven's Training Receipts, etc., can now be found with rare variants such as island unique hair colors or natural dyes. This only applies if the island you're currently on has specific options. For example, you can only find Golden Apple horses with Blizzard Island unique hair colors if you're using the Golden Apple Basket on Blizzard Island. That's right, Golden Apple Island unique hairs now exist. Same thing with Infernal Island unique hairs. And then Steven's horses on Training Island can be found with naturally dyed hair colors. Now, I did do a live stream of turning in over 40,000 apples to try and get a Golden Apple Island unique hair. And guess what? I was successful. I managed to get one. And you can, of course, feel free to check out my live stream where I did that. Super exciting stuff. Golden Apple IUHs are in fact here, and they are in the game. Now, unfortunately, they do not add it to your collection log if you do happen to get an IUH via the Golden Apple Basket, but it's still pretty cool. There were so many minor updates here as well. One of these is the quick sell feature. So as you can see, I caught this quarter horse, and rather than keeping it, I can just click the tokens button and quick sell it right there. Now, you don't need to have a huge stock of them up in your inventory. You will receive 80% of the Larry sell price when quick selling, but if you have VIP, you will receive the full amount. So, if you have VIP, I would say that quick sell is a good feature. However, if you do not, I would just recommend saving your horses and selling them to Larry as usual. Some more minor changes were that the wild horse's favorite foods are now decided by partially the island that they're caught on. You can no longer capture a wild horse with a favorite food of which you cannot obtain. For example, you can't catch a wild horse on mainland that has a dragon fruit as their favorite food. The login streak title was also adjusted to change colors based on how high it is. The colors are the same as the experience tiers added. They also added a new best login streak title. It also changes colors based on how high it is. The Summer Carnival has, of course, also ended, and your Summer Carnival tickets have been converted into tokens. Another fun update was that non-event naturally dyed horses can now be found in the wild. you can find naturally dyed horses year-round with yellow, pink, baby blue, mulberry pink, mint green, fire fade, cotton candy, lemon lime, black white, and black red manes and tails. So that's right, even though the summer event is gone, your hunt for naturally dyed horses is still available. You can just find them with some of the year-round ones. There's also new artwork for the game passes and most of the badges. So over here on the side, you can see that there is super cute little icons over here for some of the game passes. In addition to this, some of the Robux token amounts were changed. Tokens purchased for Robux now reward significantly more before. The base Robux cost options remain the same at 25, 120, 239, 1,329, and 2,719 Robux. Previously, the amount of tokens you received for Robux changed from 150 to 15k. For 2,719 Robux, 15,000 tokens isn't a very good value, especially for higher level players. These reward amounts were balanced when the game was released back in December of 2021. A lot has changed in the game since then without these being appropriately adjusted. Now the max amount of tokens you can receive for 2,719 Robux is 2,250,000. The other purchase options have been increased in the same significant way. Additionally, tokens purchased for Robux now reward different amounts based on your progression in the game. The higher your player level, the more tokens you will receive. In the name of transparency, here are the 3 main tiers of progression you can expect to pay for Robux token purchases. There is the low level with the items listed as here, medium, and high. Now, right now, it seems as my items are still set to the low amount. Now, if I go ahead and refresh my tokens here, they seem to be glitching and changing what amount I'm able to get each time I open it up. See, now it's back down to 150,000, but if I open again, then it goes up to the high tier prices. I believe that something is broken. This should probably be fixed soon, but as you can see here, if you are a higher level player, you can purchase over 2 million tokens, which is crazy. It also says that some players may see a few additional purchase options based on their playstyle, but all players grouped into these 3 categories. But yeah, that was a lot of minor updates that came to the game. Definitely mostly excited about the Golden Apple IUHs. And the return of the old Blizzard Island. So thank you guys so much for listening to the update overview here. Subscribe for more Wild Horse Islands content, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everybody.